Flappy old Japanese motherfucker, you.
You do not sound like Ricky Ricardo.
Yeah, he thinks he does, but he don't.
He thinks he does, but he does not.
Yeah, he's a fat wannabe.
No, that's way off. That's like Hank Hill.
I wasn't even trying.
Then what was you doing then?
I was just saying, Lucy, I'm home, because my wife's name's gonna be Lucy.
Oh yeah, is that it? Is that it?
She's gonna have the same red hair.
Lucy, I'm home.
That wasn't close.
That wasn't close, but that was better.
Feminine, yeah, it wasn't too good.
She's gonna have red hair too.
Lucy, I'm home.
No,
not even close. That was funny.
Shut up, bitch. I'm trying, motherfucker. Yeah, you're just a nerd when you laugh. That's all you sound like.
I wasn't a nerd in high school though. I was a redneck in high school. Hung out with the rednecks too.
Yeah, but right now you sound like
it's more like Lucy. Like that.
No,
that wasn't even no good.
That was better than yours.
It was, but
you got the rolling thing.
Lucy, I'm home.
Better, but
well, that was still a little feminine.
Is that dude even alive anymore?
No, Lucille Ball.
They're both dead.
Dezi Arnaz has been dead.
They're both dead.
Fucking probably.
Lucy died in the mid-90s, I think.
80s.
No, she was alive in the 90s. She was on an episode of The Simpsons. She was on not a newer one, but she was on one.
The Tracy Ullman show, that was the 80s.
Yeah, but she was on an episode of The Simpsons. She played her ghost, even though she wasn't dead yet.
Yeah, I'm on an episode.
It was the episode. Yes, it was the episode where Marge was away. She was either in the hospital or she was.
And Lisa gave them.
And Lisa was. They let the house go to shit.
I remember.
And Lisa tricked them into thinking they had leprosy.
And Ned Flanders gave him a.
Yeah, she died. She died in '91. Or 92.
But she was still alive, and that episode was like the mid '90s.
No, it was '91.
No, that had to have been the mid '90s.
Okay, Oakley dokley.
I remember, dude. Her husband Dezi Arnaz
died in the early '90s. But Lucille,
late 80s, and
late 80s, yeah, and
Dezi Arnaz, she was a cancer patient because her last real role was
Sonny.
Her last real role was when she had after the I Love Lucy show, she had a sitcom show.
Yeah.
And she only did it for like about 5 seasons, and that was in the late 80s, early 90s.
But all four of them are dead now.
Yeah, they're all dead.
All 4 of them.
Even the fat dude?
Yeah, he died first.
Yeah, he died first. Chelsea's husband or whatever the fuck her name was.
How old's the kid?
What the fuck was her name? I don't know. I remember.
No.
Yeah, Ethel's husband
Ethel?
died. Yeah, Ethel's husband died first.
How about that kid?
Yeah, how old is
that
that
kid?
On the show?
The kid's probably
That's
at least
the real
50.
son.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably at least 50 years old now or more. Because you think about it, when I Love Lucy was
He's
out,
not that old.
Well, no, he's not that old.
He's probably.
Well, no, he's 50 now.
No, he's probably pushing maybe 30.
What?
Because he had to be 10 in the 90s.
She had him in the 40s.
On the show, he was like...
On I Love Lucy, they had him on the show.
Not in the 40s.
He came around. Whenever the thing was, whenever I Love Lucy was.
He came around when they were in color.
I know, that was
started.
I've seen some episodes in black and white that he was in there.
Yes, it was. The color didn't come. Yeah, bullshit. I Love Lucy came out in the 30s and 40s, and then when it got in color, it was early 50s and early 60s.
TV was invented in the 50s.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
TV was invented in the 40s.
In the 50s.
No, it wasn't. Color TV was invented in the 50s.
Why don't you ask Sonny? He was born before both of y'all.
The TV came out in the 50s.
It came out in the late 40s, 1947.
It came out in the 50s.
And that's about when WWE was invented.
Yeah, whatever you say.
WWF. It came out around the time TV came around.
No, it didn't.
It was in black and white.
No, that shit, dude, that shit didn't actually come out until the 70s. Early 70s is when actual wrestling came to busting everybody, like Hulk Hogan,
I'm talking about before Hulk Hogan and all them.
There wasn't none.
The old motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, there was old shit, but
before Vince McMahon.
Yeah, there was actually shit in the 30s and 40s and 50s.
AWA, whatever it was.
Like where Jerry Lawler got his start.
Well, yeah, there was old shit. No, there was old shit. Yeah,
the Four Horsemen all together. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
what I'm saying, but the real,
Classy Freddie Blassie.
But
he's in the Hall of Fame. He was just inducted.
Classy Freddie Blassie was.
Yeah.
He cheated.
The $1 Million Man last year was.
The $1 Million Man was
in.
inducted. I remember him. Ted DiBiase.
Oh yeah, I remember all that.
What's that? Oh,
that
one
wasn't
dude?
back in them days. That was back in the early '80s, late '70s. When they started out. Ted DiBiase, the fucking Andre the
Mr.
Giant, Mr. Perfect, fucking Brutus the Beefcake, and all that shit. That shit was back in the early '70s when they first started.
I don't care what
real
you
wrestling.
say. All the best wrestler in the world just retired.
Who was it?
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, his brother died getting thrown out a fucking window, broke his neck. Brett Michaels.
What?
Brett Michaels.
Yeah.
I never heard of him.
No.
Was he gonna wrestle?
Yeah. Shawn Michaels and they were brothers in wrestling.
I heard the Bret Hart.
I mean Bret Hart. They were
He ain't
brothers.
dead.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart's still alive.
I mean, not Bret Hart, but his other brother.
Owen Hart died.
Owen Hart died getting thrown out of a barbershop.
No, that was way before that. Owen Hart died when he was sliding down the
fell
rope.
off the roof. Owen Hart died when he fell off the roof of the stadium.
No, yeah, he was sliding down the rope.
He was going to come
and
down a rope and he fell.
left. Okay.
I remember watching that shit. They rang the
off. Yeah.
Yeah, they rang the bell a couple times then. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who was the other one then?
Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty was his tag team partner.
Marty Jannetty was Shawn Michaels' tag team
And then he threw
partner.
him through the window.
Yeah.
I think somebody did that before.
No, one of the Hart brothers had a pay-per-view program where they were in the barber shop and he was getting his hair cut and somebody power slammed him out of the window.
I thought that
And
was
it
Shawn